What's going on, guys? How's it going today? You rocking out with the one and only phillydom. I'm out here in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro to be exact. I'm in a place called where I'm staying at. The place I'm staying at is called Salinas Hostel. It's the one of the top hostels you can stay in the whole world. It's very similar to a hotel. Really laid back, cool vibes here, cool people. I'm gonna give you guys a minute to come on the live. Shout out to the Eagles today for winning the Super Bowl already and they ain't even play. That's how much confidence I got in my Philadelphia Eagles. You guys know I'm from Philly, man, so I'm a diehard Philly fan. So I want the Eagles to win. I had an uncle, his name is Grant. He passed away a couple years ago, man. He was a diehard Eagle fan. And if I'm correct, through his whole life, he's never seen the Eagles win a Super Bowl. And now we're on the brink of winning our second Super Bowl. So it means a lot to me, man, especially to him. So, shout out to Grant because he was a big diehard. It was my uncle, my mom's older brother, big diehard, diehard Eagle fan, blood in, blood out Eagle fan. Alex said, "What part of town is Salinas? Salinas Hostel. It's two of them. It's one in Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro, and I'm not in that one. I'm in the one in Lapa. So they got one in Copacabana, and they got one in Lapa. Man, good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody that's out here watching, no matter where you at in the world." Kalo KTV, Sakpase, man. He said, haters' jobs are the hate B. Yes, indeed, man. You know they there, man. You know they there. What's going on with you, Kalo KTV? What's going on with you, man? What's going on? A Haitian brother, man. Amar said, what's up, family? All is well, Amar, man. I'm going to hit you up a little later today on the WhatsApp so we can politic. I'm getting ready for that Eagle game later today. I'm going to be doing lives all day today, man. It's a cool vibe out here on Sunday. I'm feeling the vibes and everything out here in Brazil, but I'm gonna definitely be tuned in on that Eagle game to watch that Eagle game. Wilson, super brother. Wilson, what's going on with you? Wilson D, what's going on with you? Then we got Six God in here. Enjoy your channel. To Sasua is lit. Kalo KTV. Kalo KTV. Six God said he enjoy your channel, and he said Sasua is lit. Kalo KTV said chilling in Punta Cana, brother. Kalo K, man, you got that lock, man. You got Punta Cana on lock. Kalo K, put your link in the description. So if anybody wants to check out the channel and subscribe, they can go there and do it, man. And I'm asking you guys to call to action, subscribe to my boy Kalo K TV. He doing his thing, man. I think he crossed the threshold of 25K plus subscribers. So he gonna keep pushing. He gonna get that 100K subscriber count. He gonna get that 200 subscriber K account. My Haitians, man, we all workers. We don't stop. We keep pushing. We keep grinding, and we keep doing our thing. Wilson said, just chilling, man. Wilson, I might be up your way soon. I know Thailand in April is a big month for a lot of YouTubers to go there, so you might see the one and only phillydom there. You might see the one and only phillydom there in Thailand, just to let you know. But I want to talk to you guys today. I want to know what your definition is of a passport, bro, because this is a big deal now. Everybody's talking about this passport, bro, this passport, bro, that. What is your definition of a passport, bro? Do you guys think it's a positive movement? Do you think it's a negative movement? What do you think of the passport, bro, situation? Let me know. Remember, you rocking out with the one and only phillydom. Let me know what you think passport, bro, is about. While you guys are doing that and thinking out what a passport, bro, is, I got a little excerpt I want to play from yesterday. We crossed the threshold of 72K subscribers. So shout out to all the people from the channel, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Appreciate everything. I definitely appreciate you guys 100 grand. Well, I'm seeing some comments in here, man. I'm going to have to change my glasses, man. My eyesight is not the best, guys, man. I got to be honest with you. I got reading glasses. I never wear them. I'm a stubborn dude, but For me to entertain this conversation and to be able to see everything, I gotta put my reading glasses on. So off with the Run DMC glasses and on with the reading glasses. Ah, this is much better, man. I just hate wearing them, man. I hate wearing the reading glasses, but I mean, I have to see. Been editing so much videos, doing so much videos that it affected my eyesight. I had no problem with my eyesight until I started doing YouTube videos. We got 31 people watching, man. I know we got some haters tuned in as well. Shout out to the haters. Shout out to the haters, man. We love you guys. My boy Amir, my boy, man, 100 grand. This is my boy. He said the definition of a passport, bro, is decoded, decoding the matrix and exploring new horizons. I like how you worded that, man. A passport, bro, has discipline, treatment, and respect when visiting other countries. Passport bros loves culture. Okay, so basically he ain't really got no situation with the passport bros. But my situation with the passport bros is that, anybody can be a passport bro, a white boy, black guy, anybody can be a passport bro. But when it comes to the brothers, it seems like it's some kind of issue with us being passport bros, man. And I'm not a passport bro. I'm a YouTuber. Let me make that clear because I know people try to get sound bites and everything. I'm not a passport bro. I'm not a passport bro. I'm a travel YouTuber with a travel channel. That's what I do. I'm not a passport bro. There's nothing wrong with the passport bro movement in my eyes, but I want to pay. I had one of my well, not one of my best friend, man. He came on the live the other day, Alpha Mel, and he had a little segment, something that he said about the passport bros. I actually want to play that and let you guys listen to what he said. I should have already had it queued in, but black people, we don't never on point with everything. But once again, guys, make sure you get a video like and make sure you support the channel. I have a cash app, which is a money sign phillydom 75. Make sure you support the channel. Make sure, man, you tell everybody about me, man. I got to make sure I keep doing this because we at 72K, so we got to keep pushing the movement. Also, I have an Instagram at I am_phillydom. Let me see. Six Guys said something real quick. He said, Six Guys said, why we can't just be humans that travel. I don't know, man. When black people do stuff, sometimes it gets a little misconstrued and all tied up and everything. So I don't know why we just can't be travelers like everybody else. But it's always something when black people travel. Hold on for a second. Let's see what he said. Lambert said, we need more brothers traveling. Yes, indeed. I agree, Lambert. We need definitely more brothers traveling. The passport movement is positive. The passport brothers, all right. He said monolithic group and have different interests. Meanwhile, traveling. Yes, indeed. Because they trying to all label. They're trying to label all the passport bros just going for girls, and that's so far from the truth. Some do. I'm not gonna say and lie to you on camera and say some do, but not all. We all have different things. Oh man, Travels said the Haitian series was incredible, man. Thank you, man. KTV right here. 100K. Yes, indeed, man. It's coming soon, man. But once again, make sure you guys get a video like, support the channel in any way you can. I always say that because I'm constantly on the road, and this is how I make my money from doing these YouTube videos. And yes, YouTube is a job. That's another thing haters don't understand. YouTube is a job. Big Gucci said, Dom, do you think Kev TV is a passport bro? He's a traveler. He's a YouTube traveler. He's a content creator. I don't think you could be both. I think if you are a YouTuber, he's a YouTuber. He's a travel YouTuber. He's a content creator. He's from LA. No, he's not a passport bro. Let me see. Joshua. Let me see what Joshua said. Passport bros, I thought was when a dude gets married to a chick who wants to get American citizenship through the marriage. Oh, that was funny, bro. That was funny. I got a guest coming on here too, so he's gonna talk as well. Miss Nubian Queen. Until you don't go to Haiti, then it doesn't matter. Do me. I don't understand what you're talking about, Mrs. Nubian Queen. Until you don't go to Haiti, then it doesn't matter. Do me. Shout out to you, Miss Nubian Queen. Shout out to you. While that's going on, let me try to cue this. Let me try to cue this excerpt real quick for you. You know your boy Philly Dom is old school, so hold on one second. 198. There we go. 382. Hold on. 1816. Hold on. I'm here with you guys. We got 40 people watching. Kalo K said Philly Dom been to Haiti. I've been to Haiti plenty of times, man. Was there during the COVID. There after the COVID. I've been there a couple times, man. I'm official in Haiti. I go to Haiti all the time, man. I'm one of the few YouTubers that go to Haiti, to be honest with you. And I have been the most out of any of the black YouTubers that's not actually living in the country, because you got Marie from Life in Haiti, you got Brother Love, you got C. Gency, and some other YouTubers that actually live in the country. Hold on, let me try to get this excerpt for you guys real quick. Hold on one second. I want you to hear something, so I'm working on it right now. You know, I should have had a cue, but I'm on a live, man. We family, man. We family. We family. Mr. Anthony said, "You are strong, powerful, raw, the true live courage in the real Brazil countries. Kind of raw or real. Drank the ACV deli or twice a day. Grand results. Great work. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm here, man. I'm cued. Jason said, what's up, Philly Dom? How are you doing? Are you coming up to Alaska for another season? I'm not sure yet, man. Maybe one of these days I'll come up there. I'm not sure. All right, guys, I queued it. Let me see if I can put it in there. Hold on. Mrs. Nubian Queen said, how can I be a passport bro? If you're a female, you could be a passport sister. I don't think you'd be a passport bro, Mrs. Nubian Queen. Let me try to cue something. Let's see how it plays. Bluetooth mode connected. Let's play something for you guys real quick. Let's see if it works. It ain't a hate thing, you know. But life is a big part of life is how you carry yourself, man. I want my brothers to have some swag instead of always showing up with negativity. It's like we discuss rap. We can't say I just like Jay-Z. We gotta say, well, here's why all these other guys suck. Bruh, stop with the negativity. Just say what you like and let what you like be what you like. If you want to travel and say she's beautiful, she is beautiful. I'm wondering, are these the kind of guys that show up to this girlfriend that they're trying to hit on and talk about, hey, man, you look beautiful, like much better than my ex-wife. Like, what kind of pickup line is that? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, just trying to get some dudes some game, man. No, that's what's up. We discuss rap. Let me play that again for you, real quick. On there, man, so you can talk. I'll be in Rio next Saturday. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. with that information. You know, Cole, I'm still trying to find you. I'm just checking. I'm trying to play it again for you guys. Mr. Dickens said, hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Share my videos. Give my videos a like. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Dip 11, I see you. Dip 11, I see you. I'll play it back in a little bit. Just let you hear some stuff that people said yesterday, which was real interesting. Hold on. Dip 11 said the haters want to force a black man to stay in a negativity situation, I guess within the United States, instead of enjoying the world. He wants to make them feel guilty for traveling. Yeah, yeah. Omar agrees too as well, man. Let me put the link in here too. Some people can come on the live too. If you want to say something, I got the link in here. That's why I did it on StreamYard so people can come on. But on my platform, we can't have all that cursing and screaming and yelling, man. I just won't go for it. I just have a low tolerance for BS. We can talk like men and women, but all that screaming and hollering, I ain't with it. All that cursing, I ain't with it. Mr. Dakis said, for women who want advice and tips on traveling, subscribe to Stephanie Pear. All right, you hear that? Put the link in there. Put our link in there. Put Mrs. Pear link in there. Put our link in the description, man. Mr. Dakis, I greatly appreciate it. Let me see some more comments that you guys have about this passport situation. I'm gonna talk about it because it's an ongoing issue, man. It's like never stopping. Now it's full fledged. You know, everybody like big on this big passport this and passport that. Passport brother this, passport that. Let me say to Status Boom, what's going on? Status Boom said keep moving wisely, keep going hard, and keep mashing, champ. Yes, indeed. Status, appreciate you, man. You be motivating me. All right, Davis, thank you for putting our link in there, man. Big King, Kingston. How long it took you to get 10K subscribers? It took me a while, man. I was working in Alaska in the seafood industry, man. So it took me a while to get 10K subscribers, man. It wasn't no cakewalk or anything like that, man. I had to work for that, man. It wasn't no cakewalk. It took me, man, almost a year to get 10K subscribers. And then the other day I got 10 subscribers like in 15 days or something like that. We got our guest in the back there. Bring him out. Bring you out. Give me 1 second, King Solomon. All right, here we go. King Solomon is on here. We got 40 minutes.
Hey, what's going on? What's going
What's going
on?
on with you, King Solomon?
You got it, brother. You got it, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Is that better?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Okay, let me fix the audio and then maybe I'll be
King
back.
Solomon's there. We just can't hear him.
Let me
We
see
just
what's
can't
going
hear him.
on.
We have to fix the sound, King Solomon.
Yeah, let me fix the sound now.
Dr. TV, Dr. RTV said, King Philly, let's go. We chosen. Hold on, let me see what you said. 99 said, now they are going back and forth with females, and soon the wrong people will be watching. Yes, indeed. I agree on that. Black. I mean, you can hear me. Can you hear King Solomon? King Solomon, say something.
Testing, check, check,
I
check,
can't hear King Solomon.
check,
So
check,
I don't
check.
know how you can hear him. I can't hear him. Black said, I want to start a travel channel. I need high quality.
Check,
No,
check.
man, you don't really need like high quality like cameras and stuff like that,
Can you hear
man.
me now? Can you hear me now?
Start out cheap, man. Use a cheap camera in the beginning, or you can do what I do, get like an Osmo Pocket or something. I'm not saying they cheap, but get a regular camera. You ain't gotta get no high quality camera, man. Right now, in the beginning, you just want to build up a following, man. You want to build up a following, man. If anything, King Solomon, man, we can't hear you. Let me see. I'm gonna bring somebody else in there. Kalo K, can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on. Kalo K,
Yeah, I can hear you,
can you
bro.
hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
them. What the heck is going
Yeah,
on?
Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Man, that's crazy.
I can't hear you guys. Let me
Mm-mm-mm.
see something.
yeah, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, there you go. It was on my end.
Oh
It was on my
man,
end. It was on my end, bro. My the sound was down. Cause everybody like they can hear you. What's up, Kalo K? What's up, King Solomon?
can you
What's
hear me
going on?
now?
Yeah, I hear both of y'all now.
Hello?
I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, man. What's going on with you, Kalo K?
What's good, bro? I hear, man.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. What you think about this passport brother situation, Kalo K?
Check,
What you
check.
think? Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you, King Solomon. I can
Okay.
hear you. Kalo K, what you think about the passport situation, man? The passport bro situation.
But man, like you said, there's a difference between YouTubers and regular passport bros. So,
Yeah.
um, because like that travel thing is like it's something I've been doing for a while. After 20 years in the military, so we bouncing from places to places. I
Okay.
was stationed in 3 years in Germany, South Korea, so we just travel all over Europe, all over Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
So it's basically something we're accustomed to. But a lot of guys, when they find out like they got their passport, so they travel just mainly, for sex and stuff like that, which is to each his own.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the stigma so they put out. They're like, you guys, travel to these places because you can't do it in America, so you have to go somewhere else. Like that's some of the, say. But hey, you do whatever's good for you. I mean, who are we to judge? I mean,
Yeah.
that's you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's what they whatever they do is whatever they do. I don't know. It's like anytime black people do something, there's always something, a negative connotation with it. But then you know me, I don't just blame the outside people, I blame us too. I'm gonna be real raw and direct with this. When white boys go to these different countries and they do whatever they do, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they just going there for sex, but whatever they do, they keep it among themselves. When black people do it, it's like we got these WhatsApp groups and we got these YouTube channels and we show too much sometimes. Sometimes they gotta be a limit what you show on certain like subject matters. And I think they using that against us for doing that. Because
It's true.
you got a bunch of white travelers and they doing probably the same thing that the brothers are doing and they don't get no heat. But when the brothers do it, they getting heat for everything we do. And now, like you said, they trying to make this like it's a negative thing with the passport. I'm happy for any brother that's in the States and Canada and Europe, anywhere in the world that is able to travel and see some other countries, you know what I mean? Check out some other food, check out the way other people live, their lifestyle, the whole culture situation, man. King Solomon, what you think about this? I know you in LA right now. I know you've been hearing about this passport thing. Long as you on YouTube, it's been coming in your feeds about this passport bro situation. What do you think about the passport bro situation?
No, I agree. I think that to each his own, and I think that a lot of things should be with discretion. A lot of us, we be so excited about doing things that we always imagine, and to have that type of liberation and autonomy to do it is you don't you get excited, and I think they jumping the gun at sharing, like you say, sharing too much. But it's the backlash that's coming now as a result of it, because it's embarrassing probably to the country and to women in general. It's coming across very misogynistic, and you just should not be showing everything. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much, how much credit, we want to get our, hey bro, I did this, we want to get our credits up, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just not what you do. And just gotta be a little bit more grown about it.
I hear you on that. So what is your definition on King Solomon of Passport Bros? What is your definition of,
well, so far,
in a couple words?
Right. It's just kind of from what you've been here, like I said, hitting and feeding on social media. Passport Bros is kind of like for me, it's a double standard, like you said, in regards to Black travel bloggers. It's just trying to pretty much negatively coining them to be a certain type of travelers when you don't hear about this from the mainstream travelers. And so I just think Passport Bros is really a negative way to target certain travel bloggers. And just I think just to steer away from it. I don't think you should associate yourself or subscribe to it. And it's just it's just negative. You shouldn't be affiliated with it.
I hear you on that, man. Let me read some of these comments, man. Shout out to my boy Negrito in the building. Negrito Street Vlogs 4K. Shout out to you, my brother. Sakpase.
Sakpase Negrito.
Yeah, he said he watching from Sosua. That's what's up, man. Yeah, he there for that Super Bowl party.
I was supposed to be out down in Sosua this weekend, man. But they got some Super Bowl party out here in Punta Cana. So I said, hey, I've been to the one in Sosua. Let me see what is it about the one in Punta Cana. So that's why I'm out here.
No, you smart, man. KOK, I appreciate what you're doing, because Dominican Republic, it got a lot of ground to cover, and you actually showing something different, because no YouTubers really go to on that part of the island. They don't go to that part of the island. So you started something, a new trend, something different. Most people don't go to Punta Cana at all, you know what I mean? Because they associate that with just tourists, like tourists and resorts and stuff like that. But it has a little bit more to offer than that. But so I'm happy, man, that you breaking your bones somewhere different. You know what I mean? Because it's like almost getting saturated with the Sosua content. It's just so much Sosua content. So many people oversaturating Sosua. It's a hotbed. I get it, but it's other places in the Dominican Republic, and I'm glad you spreading your wings and going somewhere different than what the
bro. We're connected, man. So I seen a lot of guys out there say, "Hey, man, I'm here because I've seen your video and know nothing about Punta Cana."
Yeah.
They told us at the resort, "Don't go out; it's dangerous and stuff like that," and that's not true. So it's like everything you can, same thing, those excursions, going on ATVs, boat party. So I got people that handle. I met some, connects that handle all of that. From those clubs out here, every single club to see in Punta Cana, like the Infinity, Exotic, movies. Like if you need like section, bar, anything reservation, I can, like my man will say before all of that stuff. So because I make action with these club owners and stuff. Because I give them some promo and all that. So
okay. That's cool vibes, man. Cool vibes, my brother. Cool vibes. Let me see some of these comments here. Once again, guys, make sure you get a video like, support the channel in any way you can. Alexandra said after 20 years, I guess he said 20 years plus traveling the globally as an OG passport dude. I like that. I got to say that you are one of the best. You should hit me up and I can show you where to get insane content for Rio. I want to help. Alex, what you could do is, let me put my Instagram in here. I'll put my Instagram in the chat and hit me up via Instagram. DM me and we'll talk, man. I'll put it in right there. Yeah, because you got people now, they hating on everybody. They're labeling. And KOK TV, you understand, they labeling everybody as a passport, bro. Like the YouTubers, everybody, man. And it's so far from the truth, man. It's so far from the truth when they do that.
It's definitely not. So, because you be saying like in them comments, some jump in there, hey, why you guys, showing out that, not necessary. That's the game. So when we go somewhere, it's like those videos are like documentary style. I'm telling you the place I used to go. So whatever happened to be, you know, popping up on the screen doing that. So that's part of it also.
Yeah, they
But it's
don't.
not like I'm talking about the sole purpose of that. I'm telling you, like you want to go have a good time, knowing what's going on in this place. This is the area that what you need to go. But they missed it out. And then, like you said, like that guy right now, like you tell him like to hit you up on IG and stuff like that. Some of them they want you to actually say all the detail to the video. No, we are content creators. We have to follow YouTube guidelines like that. DM me so I can do a one-on-one conversation with you. But there's certain things I can't talk to you about, on the video because you'll get demonetized. They don't understand that.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, they don't understand that you can show but so much on the video. That's why I tell people when they come on my live, like chill out with the cursing and stuff like that, because it's so much that YouTube would tolerate, man. They taking people channels down, man. So you got to be really discreet with you can show whatever you want for the most part, but you got to. I mean, now it ain't nudity or too much cursing or like some kind of hate message or something like that. Mr. Dakis, he said the original definition of a passport, bro, has always been for men who are married to women from other countries and those planning to live as an expat. As an expat. Yeah, that's a good definition, man. That's a good definition. If somebody can read this one. You want to read this one? I can't even get it out. I can't. King Solomon.
Yeah, the backlash is the direct fault of people like Austin H, like Austin H.
Yeah, Solomon. I know he's talking about.
He screwed up so bad that he was run out of Brazil last month. He went way too hard in the negative space.
Okay, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
And I actually talked to him. Before on the phone and stuff like that. They was trying to link us up to do a video together or something, but it never unfolded because I was in Fortaleza, Brazil, and he was in Salvador, Bahia, which man, it's like a 2-hour flight, freaking like 20 hours, 25-hour bus ride. So we never linked up, but I was gonna do something with him, man. I wish I could have met him face to face. Maybe we could have talked some stuff out. I would have tried to help him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's 23, still coming up in the game. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I don't want to hate on nobody. I'm not gonna hate on my brothers like that. You just
Exactly.
it's just a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. He'll be all right. He'll grow from that. He'll be better. You know what I mean?
Did he have a large following?
Yeah, he's still growing.
Gotcha.
If anything, he's still growing. I'm watching. He's still growing. His channel's still growing. Yeah, but
you live and learn, man.
It's just a lesson learned. You know what I mean? And people don't understand. And Kalo K can understand this because he's both of you guys are YouTubers. Yeah. That whatever you say, you know what I mean? That whatever you say on camera and stuff, they'll hold it against you. It's even people that take little sound bites. Mm-hmm. One line you said, like one line you might have said, I hate Haiti. But in that same sentence, you said, I love the food, I love the culture, I love my people, I love everything, but I hate the situation in Haiti. They will take a sound bite that just, I hate Haiti. And then everybody like, damn, man, Kalo K don't got no love for Haiti. Like, that's like, phillydom don't got no love for Haiti. Like,
that's exactly how it is.
That's how they do it. What C said, I love this channel. I'm branded new here. I've been watching all your old videos. Keep the content coming. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. 99 said most of these dudes are over 40 years old, wanting devices and the t-shirt hustle dudes for views. Oh, wow. I hear you, Chad. I hear you. You got 64 people watching. Let's get 64 likes. Let's get 64 likes. Oh, man. And make sure you guys subscribe to my boy, Kalo K TV. Make sure you subscribe to my boy, King Solomon Entertainment. Can somebody put his link in the description? King Solomon Entertainment, can y'all put his link in the description? Because he having problems with the link situation, but let's help him out and put his link in the situation.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, we here live, guys. What is your definition of a passport, bro? What is your definition of a passport, bro? What's up, Nadine? Naughty Slim, what's going on with you? How you doing? Naughty Slim, what is your definition of a passport, bro? We actually need a sister's input because right now they're getting heat in the states. It's a movement with some sisters that are against the passport bros, and then they got some sisters that are for the passport bros. So Naughty Slim, what is your definition? That's another YouTuber. What is your definition, Naughty Slim, of a passport, bro? I would love to hear what you think of this whole situation. I would love to hear it, man. All right, King Solomon, they put your link in the
Oh,
description.
thank you so much, Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Dakins, my boy.
Thank you.
305 said, 3055 said, what's up, Philly? All is well, man. Just out here chilling, man, maxing and relaxing, man. All is well. Today is Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is on. You know, everybody know I'm from Philly.
Oh yeah. So,
Yeah, man. We got the Philly hat on.
that's
So
it.
hopefully, you know,
Yeah, I
God
take it.
willing,
Okay.
the Eagles pull it off.
Yeah.
God willing, the Eagles pull it off. 3055, man. You can't come on a live if you covering up your screen. I don't know who you are, man. I don't do that, man. Oh, he went on. Okay, let me see who he is. Let's see what he's saying. And make sure, man, chill out with the cursing and stuff. I don't know. I'm not saying you do and all that, but I try to keep my channel clean, man. So I gotta hold my ground with this. All right, I got a young son. He could be watching and stuff like that. So just that's all I'm saying, man. But say your piece, man. Here you go. What's up, my brother?
Sac passei, viu?
What's up, man? Yeah.
I think this is your first time actually seeing me. I just thought about that. I don't know if you remember me getting with Max.
Yeah. I know you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked to the phone when I was in Fort Laser for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know your handle on YouTube. I didn't know that YouTube handle right there. I know who you are. It ain't that many Haitians. It ain't that many Haitians in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So that's something easy to remember.
The one they have out there in the military, Fort Campbell and that stuff.
Yeah. Man. A lot of them live up north, so.
Wow, man. I didn't even know it was Haitians in Tennessee like that. I used to go to Tennessee back in the day all the time. I had a girlfriend from Memphis, Tennessee. I used to always go there. We was living in LA at the time, so I used to go back and forth with her. I went back there at least 2 times, maybe 3 times with her to Memphis, Tennessee, man. So
Oh yeah, they out there though. I mean, if they in somewhere like Memphis, yeah, they definitely on that hood side.
Okay. What's your take, man, on this passport bro situation?
Man, I've gotten in almost every conversation related to this, man. It's like, why, man? Okay, I know. I had asked you that question on social media about the whole Austin situation.
Yeah,
and you had went through it on the live stream when you talked about Brazil, when you talked about the subtle hints of the similarities of what goes on in the States, and Brazil's it's similar, but it's layered differently. You explained that in the stream perfectly, but why are they so mad that the cleanup men are leaving? That's what I want to know. If you don't want me, why does it matter if I go somewhere else? This is the real question. Since you don't want me so bad, why are you so hateful about me going to get something else?
I think maybe they didn't think you had other options. They didn't think that guys had other options.
Or they want to own you. Like, I can't have you, nobody can have you either.
Yeah.
It's kind of like really what it comes down to is just dudes have been doing this for years before I was even born. Mm-hmm. Dudes been doing this. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, it's not anything new, but what it is that it's when black men get on the trend, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because I was watching this other YouTuber, female YouTuber. What's her name, man? Six the Goddess. That's her name. I was watching her channel, and what she did a segment about passport bros, and she brought she had played a clip of a white boy that was in Brazil. Basically, he was doing the same thing with talking about the same stuff Austin was talking about, and he ain't get no backlash or nothing. and Austin got all the backlash. And she was like, he was like, and she's like, I couldn't believe it. She played the whole clip, and you would hear what he was talking about, what he was saying, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to agree with you when black dudes do certain things, we always on the radar. But it's just being black, you got to know that. Like whatever you do, if you're a black YouTuber, a black athlete, a black judge, a black cop, a black lawyer, a black whatever, you always on the radar. You always on the radar. When you do something, it stands out a little bit more than when other people do stuff.
I mean, we've always been like that as black people, but as us black dudes, whenever we get into the mix, we make it look cool, or we make it have style. Like Passport Bros. Like, think about that. I don't think I'm pretty sure white dudes done came up with this. Asian dudes done came up with this. But it's because black men are saying Passport Bros. Oh, now that's the issue. We can't have that. You know, it's just, that's all it is. That's what this whole thing is about. And, you know, this is why I have a 50-50 on talking about traveling as a black dude, because you really don't want people to know your moves like that, because, you know, obviously they want to do hateful things and bring it down. But it's like, if we were more secretive about how we were moving, or kept it more like a closed group, then we probably would not have this whole group, or the way they're trying to paint it as a movement, it would not have the negative image that it has. But at the same time, the reason why you guys are doing this is because you guys know back home there are men suffering, and there are men that want answers. They're like, yo, what am I supposed to do? They're taking guns to the mouth. They committing suicide. Male suicide is so high right now. Wow. And these dudes don't know what to do with themselves. So they're like, yo, it's not over yet. It's not over. You could go somewhere else and start fresh. And to them, it's like, I mean, to the other people, it's like, nah. We don't want you. We want you guys weeded out in general. So they're going to put it's just the crab in the bucket mentality. Yeah. They know that we're getting the they know that these dudes are getting the happiness that they seek. So they feel like, oh, you know what? We're going to go in there and ruin it. Like this one lady said, y'all going to be mad because we're going to go to Brazil and cock block y'all. I was sitting here like, why would you do that? You ain't got nothing better to do with your time. You want to go and cock block dudes. Like, ask yourself as a grown adult, why is that even important to you? You hate black dudes so much, you feel the need to go buy a plane ticket, go to every club in Brazil, and be like, yo, I see you. I see what you're trying to do. Y'all ain't getting nothing. Like, think about that. Think about how low of a person you got to be to think like that. Like, if black women said they were leaving, it wouldn't faze me. I would be like, bruh, look, y'all want me to help carry y'all luggage to the airport? I got y'all, man. Like, I ain't gonna be over here.
Yeah, man. And I guess they're gonna name that group Passport Sisters Ops or whatever. Passport
Queens.
We're gonna name that group, right? You know, Passport Queens.
Oh man.
Passport Queens with the nail polish emoji.
I know, right? But it's crazy, phillydom, all the comments that's across the spectrum of how people are reporting in about the sentiments of this topic. Rich's Method said, I do not think as black men we should have to censor ourselves and not show this or that. If you search Thailand and the Philippines, you will see many Europeans with channels showing their lives. So like and he said the issue is when black men do it. Rich's Method said that. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree with him. That's what I'm saying. Is when black men do it, it's always some extra on it. When black men do it, it's always some extra. Whatever we do, they make it like it's taboo. It's the worst thing in the world. Yeah. Everything is going crazy now. We're doing it.
But you know one thing, like social media is kind of actually shed lights on it. It's something that's been around for so long. I'm telling you, if you've been in the military, you're stationed in Germany, in South Korea. Basically, in Germany, you have the whole Europe in the palm of your hand. You have all Europe in the palm of your hand. So it's the same. German women is like black dudes is like superstar. You're like athlete, literally. So Korea is the same. So in Korea, you can go to the Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, everywhere. So basically, it's just like it wasn't exposed with social media. So now it's on social media and the people can actually see it. Now it turned out to become an issue. I mean, like I said, I have no anybody It's all about happiness. I'm not telling you how to go live your life. I'm showing you what's out there as a content creator. I'm not telling black men leave black women, don't date black women. This is not what it's about. I'm just showing you a place. So whatever you like, to each his own. You know. So I cannot tell you what to do, what not to do. I'm just showing you what's out there.
Well, basically, they're taking the few talking points of a few other traveling YouTubers that may speak on that, and they're painting us with the whole brush. They're like, all you guys are saying the same thing. You guys are all saying, forget this type of woman, forget this, and it's just like, look, we're giving options, like you said. Anybody who don't want to do it, you can stay here. Nobody's telling you to leave. Nobody's putting a gun to your head and telling you, get that passport. You better. No, you want to stay here and take the L's? Stay here. Like, I mean, like yo, they acted like I'm gonna stop them from if they want to run off the cliff. Hey, yo, you know what, man? It was nice knowing you, bro. Like, keep it moving. Like,
Mr. Deckers, the navigator, come up with a really good response here. He said, KB 3035 is them wanting to have a right of refusal, even towards men they don't want, and that's very true too. That's very true.
And also, they're gonna lose the simps and the people, the guys in their Instagram giving them heart emojis and kissy faces. They're gonna lose all those guys. They're gonna lose all that free attention they get from these guys, because these guys are gonna wake up one day and realize when they're in Fortaleza, Brazil, or Bahia, or in Colombia, they're like, yo, what the hell have I been doing with my whole life?
Yeah.
What have I been doing with myself? Like, I can't believe I was simping like this. When they realize a lot of dudes will wake up from that, they're like, oh, we ain't gonna get their money no more. They're not gonna pay for our OnlyFans no more. Like, somebody gotta take the L for me. Who's gonna be there to take my L? Like, it's like, yo, you guys are just evil, man. It's just
I can't help but to agree with Nessie Ness though. Nessie Ness said it's best to move in silence under a cover of darkness. One lady even threatened to get the government involved. So you got to be careful about that too, because now the government's getting involved. Come on now.
Yeah, and then I do want to say one thing. Like, I'm not gonna say every woman in the States is bad, every black woman, every white woman is bad, but I think when you do have a passport, you got options to go visit other places and check out other opportunities. And we got Kalo KTV here. He ex-military.
See,
a lot of doors open up for you because you was able to. You was traveling in the military. You've been in places.
I've been doing that stuff. Way on your own. Media. Been doing it. I've been in Germany since 2002. So I spent 3 years over there. From there, I went to South Korea. So it's like I've been doing that. I've been knowing about it. So,
I think everybody deserves happiness. Everybody deserves happiness. Just like the women have a option of dating. Look at all these new billionaires coming into play now. They got more options now, and I think the black guys who don't have as many here got options other places. I mean, why not? Go find your happiness. Make your own happiness. Like, what is the big idea? What's so bad about that?
Nah, I think it's just like they see black men bragging about it. They see it as, oh, like. And the thing about it, I understand the men that are making the videos, like what I see, where he broke it down, where he said there's tons of videos of illicit content that should not be on YouTube. Oh, how to sleep with multiple men in Brazil and get away with it. There's literally a video like that. Like, there's not a single travel dude that I know made a video talking about how to mess around and do all this, all that fornicating type videos. There's no dudes that ever I haven't even seen one dude do that except the other race guys. And I'm like, they get away with it. At the same time, I understand why some guys feel like, why do we always have to hide everything we do? I understand why some dudes my age and a lot of dudes, like a lot of black dudes in the sphere, they feel that way. They feel like we've been living in hiding our whole generations. We've been doing this for decades. Why do we always have to be in hiding for everything we love and enjoy? We should be able to enjoy, to show our success and show what we accomplished just like everybody else. But that's the thing that I said. I'm on the other 50. I'm like, they don't see it that way. It's unfortunate, but it's like when they see us going up, they want to pull us down. So it's kind of like you got to pick your poison. You could go out there and buck up your chest and fight all these people, but is it worth it?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they know deep down, they know what you're trying to do. They know what you're doing. They don't care. They just want to destroy you. They're not out to support you. You could literally be the nicest person, and they'll still find something in your video to say something about you.
That's
Yes.
100% true.
No, that's just it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm gonna say something. JM said, you all say you're not passport, I guess role, but you all doing passport things. I don't know what is passport things, JM. What is your definition? That's why I said, what is the definition of a passport bro? What makes YouTubers passport bros? Explain.
Yeah, exactly.
What is passport bro things? Explain. Because I've been traveling way before this this terminology was coined. So explain that, JM, my brother. You're gonna have to give us some detail, man. What you mean?
They're talking about putting women in the thumbnails, talking to the women in other countries. They're focused on the men talking to the women. That's all they care about. They don't care about what we're doing. They don't care that we're learning the language. They don't care that dudes are buying property out there. They don't care like you, Philly, who helped so many people when you went out to DR. People don't know that. They don't care to know that. I know what you did, but other people who are your loyal followers, they know how you've helped build your community. They don't know that. But all they see is they see that big booty woman on your video, on your thumbnail. They think, oh, that's what he's there for. That's all these guys want. And it's kind of like you're trying to paint. At the end of the day, we know how algorithm works. This is what attracts the people to click on the video.
Yep. You're
That's
100%
all it's
right.
for. And everybody does it. Are you serious? What about Ice Spice and Doja Cat twerking on stages in front of young boys? Y'all ain't got nothing to say to them? Y'all don't have the same energy when it comes to America. Sex sells, right?
Yeah.
SEX sells, but when you have to use it as a content creator, no, you can't do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
All
it,
the rules change because I'm individual.
Real quick, like you go to my channel, just scroll down all the way down. You will see. I show you how to get an apartment in DR. It's the best neighborhood to stay in. How to ship your vehicle. How to open up a bank account. All stuff like that, man. How to open like mailboxes and stuff in DR so you can receive your stuff. Cargo. I give you all kind of game. But when they see videos like about like the clubs, the women at the beach, I'm like, so I'm a passport bro. So no.
Yeah.
We are content creators. This is who we are.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard. They don't understand. It's hard sometimes. Not to cut you off. Sometimes it's hard coming up with content. When you editing videos constant, you dropping videos constant, you try to drop a little bit of everything. You know, you try to drop a little of everything. And when you're a black content creator, a lot of people gonna say that only the black content creators will agree. It's a lot harder on us when we drop content and stuff like that. If I drop content with too many guys and they, oh, Philly, what are you trying to portray now? No matter what we do, it's always a problem. Yeah. Every now and then, if you're in a country there's a pretty woman, why can't you put her in the thumbnail? I don't understand. Why is that? Yeah. Why is that an issue?
And I see YouTubers like Philly and the rest of the YouTubers always speaking out against this type of negativity. Don't want to get themselves mixed up in a lot of negativity that goes along with traveling. He constantly talking and speaking out against it. But we have to understand the pathology in which this country have always moved. We like to go after those who seem, as like you say, braggadocious or the successful person, to go after those who we really want to attack that's really doing it. So you have to differentiate for yourself. The world travelers, the brothers that's on vacation, just want to show a good time. It's all these actors on the spectrum that we just going after the black bloggers, and it's not all the case. A lot of times they on vacation, want to have a good time, and they showed you, and then later on they're inspired to be a YouTuber. You have to differentiate all of that what's going on. You just can't blame black YouTubers, world bloggers that's doing it. That's not the case in this situation. You know, it's a lot of people that participate in this spectrum.
You see, how many times, like Phil, I don't know if you ran into that situation. You be somewhere, and then a fan just say, "Oh, you that guy from this channel, man. You don't understand the impact you've done in my life." Because I have this dude last week. He told me I was miserable at my job, man. I was literally in my cubicle, just putting like a YouTube watching video. And I stumble across your channel. I watched one video. I end up watching 3 videos. So I said, man, this look like it's legit. So let me come down here. So he said he came to DR just by watching this video and actually saw him out there, And he said, man, you changed my life. Like, I'm not saying that because, we'll too anything about it, but it's like what we're doing, it's not like on the negativities. Like it's more. There's a lot of positive into it. So don't focus on just because you see women. I'm not telling anybody, hey, come here, leave black women in America, come get Dominican. That's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you this country. This is what they have out here. You can get the land. You can open up an account. This is the nightlife too. It's part of the country also. It's not just the investment. The actual have fun is part of it also. So that's
They don't. On top of what you're saying, they don't realize as an average man, if you go overseas and you do that for like 5+ years, you can easily jump up to be a millionaire. You can easily stack your money up because your cost of living is low, your dollar stretches, and if you know how to manage your money right and you live out in these locations, you're getting higher quality of life because that's what it is. That's what we work hard for. We work hard for to have a high quality of life at the end. But if you're getting that in the early stages, so you don't have to work at that cubicle and be miserable for 15 years till you retire and now you can start enjoying life. That's BS. It's like, why can't I enjoy it now while I'm young? Why do I gotta wait till I'm 45 to enjoy life? At that point, at that point, I should already either I'm raising a family or I'm doing other things, and I'm like, why is it like for dudes they like you can't have fun until you reach a certain level? Like that's BS to me. I'm like, I should be able to enjoy my life and work hard and play hard. There should be no, oh, wait till you're 50, son. You'll have all the women. But what? At 50? Why would I want? Why? Am I even going to use my thing anymore? Like, get out of here, bro. Like, it's like me being 27. Like I said, y'all, it changed my life, man. I overseas wasn't even a thought back when I was coming out of college. That wasn't even like the only time I thought about going overseas was because my dad was like, I want to take you back to where I came from. I want you to go back to Haiti and I want you to see where you come from. Where your bloodline comes from. And my dad's side of the family lives out in the countryside in Haiti, So that was the only reason I even thought about leaving the United States. It was that in Canada. And only Canada because Canada had a lot of opportunities because Canada got a lot of money out there.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of
yeah.
So it's like and I'm in tech. So because I'm in tech, it's crazy out there. So these are the only two places I ever thought about, even without a passport, without none of that. That's the only reason I thought about leaving the country. But when I got into the movement, I was like, yo, it's like that. It was like it opened my mind. It was like, dude, the opportunities are endless overseas if you know how to do it right. Especially in the digital age that we live in. Yeah. I'm like, dudes are going to take full advantage of that because now everybody's working remote. After the pandemic, only like what truck drivers, like what they call them, essential workers.
Okay, essential
workers. After that, everybody else is basically remote. That's so true. it's kind of like me being in tech. Like I'm like, man. And I like what I don't know if you know MT Master Teacher when he was like even if it is about the I don't know a better coin term. I don't like saying other chromosomes. It makes them doesn't sound human. But the other chromosomes, right? Even if it is about that, like what's the problem? Because there's tons of you so instead of me going overseas and meeting somebody who meets my standard, who is a traditional person, who I can actually build with, you'd rather me pay $2,000 to pay for dating coaches about game in the States. You'd rather me doing that.
Which is crazy, man. Which is crazy.
They get paid off of male insecurities. They know when the males leave, the money leaves. They know that because these are the guys paying for this type of service. They're paying to go to the. Can you imagine $2,000 at a strip? I'm not gonna say at a regular club. And this guy was bragging about, oh, all my boys, we put our money together. We got a bottle, we got a booth. We spent a couple grands, and we was just sitting there. And so, y'all didn't dance with nobody. Y'all just sat there and spent a whole bunch of money and just looked at everybody like you was silly.
Yeah.
Do you realize this is what they call lit in American culture? Like what? Yeah. Y'all really just sat there to? Yeah. I don't even like. Like I said, they want to keep scamming men So when they see that men see through that scam, they can't have that. They're like, hold on. We can't have that, boy. You can't be, come back. We need your money because without you, we don't have a business.
Mhm.
It's the same thing with divorce. It's the same thing with marriage. You think these judges don't want you to get divorced? Are you serious? You're putting money in their pocket. Every time you guys get in domestic violence cases, every time you guys lash out, do something crazy, every time you walk into that courtroom, they're all getting paid off of you.
That's
So the
true.
best thing to do is to stay out of the court and stay out of the system. But then again, it's like, oh, well, if you do that, then how are we going to get paid?
Yeah.
They basically make money off of men's pain. That's the way that I see it.
Wow. That's deep. That's deep.
Well, yeah. This is why the best advice is to stay below the radar. Just don't don't publicize what you do because they're going to attack you. They're going to want you to be, not to be doing it. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to take it away from you, what you enjoy. It's been going on for forever, so this is no different than anything else.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And then let me read this comment. Peter Carter said, "Passport brothers have a right to travel, to enjoy life. Please support the brother phillydom. Respect. Big up to the brothers on the show."
Thank you.
Man, ready for this one, guys? Oh man.
Mm.
JM said, "Passport bros things, traveling, flirting with local women, working overseas, etc. I feel like you don't want to be associated with passport bros in any way. Then get a 9 to 5 and stay in the States." Oh, JM, are you for real about that? The last part he said, get a 9 to 5 and stay in the States. If you don't want to be associated with passport bros, y'all see the comment?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
JM, are you for real?
Hey, he's entitled to his own opinion.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true. That's
He
true.
might be trolling. You never know.
Well,
No,
I mean,
he been
it
on the
is.
channel for a while.
It
He's
is
a good dude.
exactly, but it is some things you can't say accept all of it and don't accept some of it because everybody has a line that they figure is a line that you can't cross, and so you want to enjoy yourself when you go overseas. But everybody is not prone to criminal activity overseas or degrading of women, and like you can't say take everything that is they're trying to associate with this passport bro topic. That's not what anybody should do. So you definitely have to differentiate yourself in either being a passport bro or on things that you agree with and you don't agree with. That's absurd to think that you should go with everything that is going on. No, that's not smart.
And,
That's not smart.
and it's crazy. It comes back to the point that everybody can't do this. Every dude cannot do this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking to them. We're talking to the guys that want to do this or that didn't even think that this was an option. They were like, what? No way. You guys are capping. And then they go see it for themselves. Yeah, not every person can just, and most people ain't gonna, most dudes are not gonna just leave the US like that. They're not gonna just up and just go learn a whole new language. And that takes work. And that's the other thing they don't respect about it. It's like, yo, it's not easy to travel like that and go live in a whole nother country
That you
by
don't even
yourself.
speak the language. Why you don't speak? I'm in Brazil 6 months. I don't speak Portuguese like that. It's difficult when you travel. When I hit the States, sometimes it's just good to hear English like everywhere. Like I'm like, oh yes. They don't understand.
You
They
know
don't
how many
understand.
things could happen
Not an
to you? You
easy
could
walk.
get
This is
tricked.
not an easy walk. This is a calculated decision.
So you got to think, dudes that are willing to do that are pretty courageous. Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's courageous to have to learn a new culture, learn the language, adjust to the people, socialize, make social groups, connect, network with people. That takes work. That takes skill to do. That's not something that you could just yeah, you got to make the effort to go up and go, but it's like that specific aspect, they don't look at that. They look at it as, oh, anybody can do that. Oh, really? Then I want to see you try. You go and do that. Because I know you're going to take that toxic American mindset over there and the people ain't going to mess with you. Because a lot of them, there's a guy that I worked with at FedEx, right? And they used to go to like Mexico, the typical places that Americans go. Mexico, Jamaica. And he was saying that a lot of his American friends were disrespectful to the locals. They're very disrespectful. He was like, they'll talk down on them. They'll be like, look at these scrubs. He was trying to tell them to chill. Like, why are you guys disrespecting these? Like, a lot of Americans look down on these people. So you got to understand, they think because they're American, their nose is in the air. And he was telling me, like, they don't, like, he knows that they're disrespectful. They think that they're better than everybody when they go out there. So traveling ain't for those type of people. Let them stay here. Let them deal with each other. They don't want, I'm sure the people working over there don't want that. And you don't want that for yourself to endanger your life. So it's just kind of like, if you feel like this is good for you, then you deal with this. But to judge somebody else for trying to do something different, that's the part that it's like, you lost me. It's like you trying to judge this dude for not wanting to follow your guys' toxic mindsets over here in the States, which they have a lot of them. It's very antisocial. You got a YouTuber named Myra. He talked about this. He said that he has a friend in LA that when he came to US for there's a guy that he knew. They went to the club and he said this is the craziest thing he ever saw. He was like, it was never like that back at home in Kenya where he's from. He said in the club, the men were on one side, the women were on one side, dancing with each other. The dudes wasn't even dancing. The dudes were just posted up, just looking. And he said, what kind of club is this? He was like, back home, the women and men are dancing, they're socializing. He was like, over here, it's like they're divided. It's like there's this division. And obviously, he went and danced with the girls. And, him being foreign, maybe he would have got that pass. Maybe they're not going to be as suspicious of him because he got the accent and everything. But it's just, he pointed it out that in America, he said the one thing he learned about being in America is he sees that America wants to divide the family.
Yeah.
They want to divide people in general. Women versus men, straights versus this, that versus that.
Rich versus poor, middle class versus poor.
There's all this clash. It's like, it's not necessary. And so when they see dudes like that are open-minded and actually connecting with other people, they're like, oh no, we can't have that. Who you guys think you guys are, messiahs? Like, now they're like, we're gonna pull your card. We're gonna bring you back here to suffer with us. It's like, it's not gonna happen, but at least in their mind, they're hoping that's what will happen. The government will put something in place where, oh, you can't do certain things. And it's just like, man, even if I'm gonna just be honest, even if it wasn't for the other chromosomes, I still would have traveled anyway. I still wanted to travel, me personally, anyway. I still wanted to learn other languages. I still wanted to get all these experiences. I wanted to see because the way America talks down on these other countries, you're scared to leave these borders. Like, seriously, as an average, me growing up, like, seeing stuff on me, I'm like, I'll never go to this area, man. The way they talk about them, there's wars out there, diseases, as if that's not happening at my front doorstep here in my own state.
Yeah.
And
people getting shot at and all that.
I was going to ask you, you went to Dominican Republic for the first time. How'd you feel there? What did you think of the culture, the people? What did you feel?
It changed my life, man. Changed my life. It changed my life, man. It was like, you know how when dudes talk about things, you're like, yo, I can't believe it till I see it. I'm like, yeah, man, I don't believe y'all, man. I'm just thinking it can't be that good. It can't. I was like, you know what? Let me go out there. Let me see. Went out there, dude. It was the best 2 weeks of my life. And that whole 2022, that was the best 2 weeks of my life.
And he's 27 years old. He almost 30 years old. And you hear what he said? He stepped out the country one time, Dominican Republic. He said that was the best 2 weeks of his life.
I ain't never, like, the freedom that I had out there, it was crazy. It was just like, wow, man. And that's why I said when I came back, because I'm going back again in March.
Okay.
I was like, it motivated me to actually get on my grind. I'm like, you know what, man? I got to do more. I'm not doing enough. Like, it gave me a reason to work hard. Because in America, you can get the big house. You can get the big car. You can get the good credit. You can get the good job, but still not be respected by nobody. Nobody respects you. Nobody wants to socialize with you.
Wow.
You got people saying like, oh, it don't matter if you have money, you can still be alone. You know how crazy that sounds? You work that hard to get all that money and you're still alone. Do you people don't and then they tell you hustle, get more money. Wait a minute. Ain't it this counterproductive? Wasn't I looking to connect with people when I got the money? But now, because you don't have the money, apparently I'm alone and miserable. But when you have the money, oh no, you're doing it right. It's kind of like you could do everything right and they'll still find a way to disrespect you and bring you down. And you got like I'm saying, it's so unfortunate. I don't like using celebrities, but like Will Smith and Jada, that's an example of what I'm talking about. The 6 black men in history, in Oscar history, to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? To make it there and make the nomination and win it, and then you turn around and you destroy that over some petty drama.
Yeah,
that's what they like to see. They don't like to see us in a positive light, and it's just crazy to me that somebody at that level. Now, mind you, I know they have their own personal situation, but I like to use him as an example. It just goes to show, especially as a black dude, you could work hard, get your body right, get your money right, and they'll still, oh, you don't got enough game. You're not hood enough. You like this. It's like, what?
You're too smart. They'll find something.
It's like out here, it's kind of like people just want to mess with you just to mess with you. Like, if they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they stay away from you. Like, it's nothing. Like over here, they're always trying to be shysty towards you. Snakes, rats, they're always trying to find out what you're doing, what's all up in your business. They want to know what's in your pockets. They want to know what car you drive. They're trying to level you every time. Like, it's like they don't even want to talk to you if you're not leveled a certain way. When you have that kind of culture, man, it's kind of like, why would I want to be a part of something like that?
Yeah. No, you speaking on it today, brother. You speaking on it.
You
speaking on
man,
it.
it's just like I said, DR, it was like, man, I'm just like, man, I did not know as an American, like my dad used to tell me this. He said, always be thankful you was born here. Always be thankful you was born here. And I was like, man, I used to felt like, am I really American? Because they make us feel like we don't even belong here, in a lot of ways. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. But I started seeing what he was saying. Not because of how people treat you, but because of the power that you have as an American dude.
Yeah.
The things you can do with your life. Like, it's not just here in the States you can make it. You can use the tools given to you here in the States and build empires somewhere else.
Anywhere in the world.
And yes, it's so interesting because what you said about foreign policy and about our foreign representation, and a lot of Americans are unaware of it. And like you're saying, you discovered that type of empowerment, and that's what makes you a dangerous person. But you also can be someone that can change the world in knowing that type of awareness as well. Most Americans don't know about it because when you say that Americans go places and they talk badly about certain international countries, when I go travel and I'm wondering why are these locals so nasty to Americans, I ain't do anything. My mind don't come with, oh, somebody American must have said something horrible to these people. I'm like, why are these people treating us Americans this way? And so that's where the economy comes from. But you don't be thinking that some Americans went somewhere and acted a stone fool and was disrespectful to these locals, because they thought they was better than them, or they just wanted to feel empowered. So these are the type of disparities we have and unawareness that we have in regards to foreign policy and how we treat one another in that regard. You know what I'm saying? So we have to definitely be aware of our power, aware of our influence, and how to use that, and how to make a difference, and how to how to move differently and be better people.
And on top of what you said, it humbled me.
Yeah.
That's the effect that it had on me. It humbled me.
Yeah.
It made me realize how good I had it and how I should learn to appreciate the little things that I do have. And now it's like, you know what? There is more life out here. I can build. I get what you're saying. The Americans who go to these countries, they go one or two ways. They either abuse their power or they use this power to influence other people in a positive light.
Yeah, that's true.
They see like, yo, I can change, I could do something with my life. I can actually shift these people. And it's like it's just like I know it's cliche, but that
Oh, what happened?
it's like that Spider-Man movie where he told him, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's what you get, that feeling that you get when you land in that country. You're like, man, like it makes you it depends on who you are as a person, obviously. But for me, it humbled me. It was like, man, you could do some crazy, you could do some good things, man. Like, because America makes you feel like you can only make it in America. It just puts you in a box. It closes your mind. You don't
Yeah,
even think about outside the walls. We're not realizing all these other race dudes, they do the same thing. They own all these properties out in these other countries, but they're not going to tell you that. And you know, it's funny. Rick Ross said the same thing. He said, when I try to buy foreign land, you guys act funny. He rapped about that. Like,
yeah.
oh, when he wants to, and
Yeah.
I think Santorini, Greece.
Uh-huh.
No, not Santorini, Greece. It's another song where he talked about that. He's like, when he tries to actually invest his money in smart ways, that's when you guys come for him. That's when you guys talk funny on him, because they know that we know we're seeing the information that they were trying to hide from us. Like
Yeah,
the information they didn't want us to know, we're seeing it now.
Yeah, just like with the Pan Africanism, how we are so disconnected from it when we really need to be trying to be reconnected to it to make a difference internationally where we are, to make it a better place, because we so disconnected. It's like, oh, I'm so far removed. I'm like, where do I even begin? Where do I even start? Oh, I don't have enough information to even know how to be effective in those other countries. But we can definitely make, like you say, with a little bit we have here, can go a long way in those places. We could make a real difference and real impact there and change a lot of lives. But and it's like easier said than done. But nevertheless, it's like no effort is really being made on a global scale to do that, because
nope.
people have not gotten it by the right amount of numbers it takes to do it. But if they travel more and they see more for themselves, like going somewhere for yourself and seeing it, you could say, okay, we all been deceived and we need to do something about this,
Yes,
See,
indeed.
see what there's some things they don't see behind the scene as well. For example, like right now I'm working on something with my boy. You know,
Mhm,
like in 2003, there was Dominican soldiers that actually went to Iraq. So
mhm.
you know, like the VA here, the Dominican VA is not the same as the VA in the United States. So we pushing, because my own boy, he's getting like a clinic out here, like to help U.S. veteran on the island. So I'm tracking Dominican veteran that's actually fought in Iraq, so to give them some kind of help down here at the clinic and stuff like that. But
Wow.
people don't know about stuff like that. But like I said,
Yeah,
it's not to brag, but this is what. Why do I think about it? It's just content creator. So that's
yeah.
because I'm in the community. I
Mhm.
talk to a lot of people within the community. So like you in the real estate, you in like shipping, like transport, anything you can imagine on the island. That's what I say. KLOK TV, we are the help desk of the Dominican Republic. So this is not just to show nightlife and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Like you wanna hit me up, like with you wanna come do the dental work, surgery on your body, anything you can imagine. I'm shipping my car. I need to know how much it's gonna cost me to get it out of custom, all stuff like that. Like this is what we handle out here. But they don't see that part. But they only see the part like when you showing the little nightlife what you do out here. And I don't even on my nightlife video, I'm not telling people, hey, this is what you get now. I'm just showing you the club because those club owners, like they give me access to the club. Like I got free food, drink, and all that. So I'm just promoting them. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So that's like what it is. But some people will see it like you're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah,
So
They won't. And the funny thing is, the same videos you talked about, they won't even click on them. They won't even look for them. They're gonna look for that one bad video and try to rate your whole content just off that.
yeah.
Because CGA, I don't know if you guys know Coach Greg Adams. He talked about that. He said his money mindset videos gets barely any clicks. They always click when he's talking about women. When he's always talking about the relationship. When he's talking about that stuff, thousands of clicks, thousands of clicks. Everybody chiming in. But when he makes videos talking about money and building, those
mhm.
videos get barely any views.
Yeah.
So they don't even want to. Even if you present that information, they don't even want to hear that. That's the reason why the password is getting that kind of attention, just because that's what you guys want to see. You're exposing yourself. Because if you guys were really out here doing research, you would know that most of these dudes that make these content, they talk about many other things other than that.
Anything. My channel, for example, I worked in Alaska for a couple years in the seafood industry on the fishing boats, the processing plants, the land plants. I've got thousands of people. I'm not even bragging. Thousands of people jobs up there. Like if you check my Instagram and you go through my history of they like, yo, Philly, how can I get a job up here? I walk them step by step how to get a job in Alaska in the fishing industry, making good money. But nobody talks about none of them videos. Nobody talks about none of that.
Yeah.
They'll take one video with some girls, and that's the basis of your channel. You could Google Philly Dom Alaska, Philly Dom Seafood Processing, Philly Dom Amazon.
Basically, they just don't like seeing men in general, older or younger. It don't even matter because the fact that Austin got so much hate, it's just crazy to me because, I mean, obviously it's because he wants to be controversial, but it's like they just don't want to see men have fun in general. Other than business, we have our own personal lives too. It's kind of like we're not robots, and that's the thing they love to see men be like in America. No emotions, just do what you're told. Go get a job, go work the 9 to 5, go get married, get divorced, pay the court. If you want to kill yourself, congratulations. Bye. You did what we wanted you to do. They want you to live in a certain way. They don't want us to have personalities because that's what we lose when we go into this That's why a lot of people try to stay away from the 9 to 5 grind, which is funny because that's what you have to do. But eventually we get so caught up in it. Like there was a video they were talking about where men become like robots in those kind of situations where all they know is go to work. They don't even have time to sleep at their house. They don't have time to do the things they enjoy. And the little things that they do enjoy, guess what? It gets joked on. Oh, you still collect toys, you still play video games, you still do this, how about you go clean gutters? How about you go cut grass? How about you go help your wife fold clothes? It's kind of like the little things that men enjoy, they already take that away. So what they see what you guys are doing, they're like, you guys should just be working. You guys should just be talking about boring information and not be content creators. Don't be over here talking about nightlife. You guys are old. You guys should be doing this. You guys should be talking about building houses. You got like it's kind of like, why do I owe you that? I have my own personal life. I have things that I enjoy. I can tell you how to get a license in Thailand the same way I could tell you about the nightlife over there.
Yeah.
What's the problem? It's like no, they just don't want to see dudes having fun in general. That's the conclusion of all this. When they see that you're living a life that they could only imagine in their head, or they're too afraid to do it
To do it.
themselves, they hate on you. They're like, "How dare you do the thing that I want to do, but I can't do it for so and so reasons, but you're
Yeah.
doing it, so I'm gonna hate on you instead."
Yeah.
It's kind of like
or even when you're inspiration and like people desire to do something, but you still got to find your niche. Maybe you can't do it the way I'm doing it, but you can do it in a way that you are designed to do it that can get the same attention. You just have to do it in your own way and make it your own. And a lot of people don't know how to capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? So they just hate because I'm not getting the same exposure. I'm not seeing in the same light that you're seeing it. But two people can do the same thing because they're both great at it, or you can do something totally different that makes you look and make you shine. And it's just got to figure that part out, like we all got to do, you know. But they don't want to do the work. They don't want to. They don't want. They don't want. They don't want to. They don't like the process of getting what it takes to get to that point. That's the sad part.
See,
not
like
only
you
not
said,
only
like,
that,
like you said, real quick.
Mhm.
One of the main things that the people always say, like, is to try not to get scammed, right? With your debit card or your credit card from the state. I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna make a video. So if you're gonna be here for a long time, how can you open up a bank? In the DR. This is what you're gonna need and stuff like that. That video been out for like over 18 months now. It got less view than what I got on my regular video within 2 hours. So I'm giving you the game so you don't get scammed on your credit card, on your debit card.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking up a bank account in the Dominican Republic. Nothing. Their job is the DR safe. I do a video just straight for that. what is going on, places to go, how it is, like what type of different type of cops that they have, regular cops, cops for tourists, politour. I give you all the breakdown. Nothing. You don't want to watch it, but when I
Nah,
just
they don't care. They as soon as they see the beautiful woman, they automatically think that that's what you down there for. It's just like forget everything else because the mindset is that they like to put and I unfortunately fell victim to this when I came out of college. Why would I need to leave America? Everybody comes to America. Everybody wants to kiss America's booty. Why would I go anywhere else? The best things are here. The best foods are here. The best entertainment's here. The best everything's here. Why the hell would I leave this country to go anywhere else? This is the best. They put this mindset in Americans that you don't need to go nowhere else. We have it all here, sir. You don't need to go there. We all have it here. We have the best of the best here, and that's the cap. That's the thing that they love the cap in front of everybody about. Go outside of all these major cities and see how life is in the States, and tell me it's the best. There are some places here that look like third world places.
Oh yeah.
Go to some of those projects. Go to some of those countryside. Yeah, I'm calling the countryside out. I'm calling y'all out too. Y'all like to talk about how it's so bad in the city. Go look at those dusty houses in the country. You got one house with like everything, like the barn, everything's broken down. Because I used to be a driver for Amazon, so I saw these neighborhoods and what they look. I'm like, they have poor people like this in the country. You got this rich mansion over here, and you got this super poor house on the literally a couple miles down. And I'm like, y'all talking about how these countries are so bad, but yet y'all backyard is looking a mess too. Why don't y'all clean up your own backyard as well? Why are you gonna talk about other people's backyard, but y'all backyard is just as messed up? And if anything, a lot of people are scared to come here with all the crazy things that's going on in the States right now. And I'm not gonna get into that because that's not what the topic's about. But you get the point. All the crazy things going on in the States. There's a girl who I was talking to in South Africa, and she was like, I'm scared to go to the States with what's going on. All those you know what I'm them SS's. I don't know if y'all take that for what y'all know. Them SS's. She's like I'm scared to go to the States. So that debunks the theory that all women want to come here. All women want green cards. Yes, women want to visit America, but they don't all want to stay here. They miss their families. They don't want to leave their families behind like that. So they come to this conclusion that, oh, they just begging, they just knocking at the door, waiting to come in. And that's far from the truth. A lot of them don't want to come. They just want to visit. But a lot of them don't want to live here. They know how toxic it is here. And I'm just like, man, it's just crazy to me. It's like the only positive thing I can say is that this is the land of opportunity. It won't change that.
$100. If you want to make money, come to the US. You will make money. You might bust your tail, but you can make money and you can become a millionaire and everything. But it's a lot that goes along. It's a lot of extra sacrifice that they ain't gonna tell you on the back end.
You ain't gonna have a life. You're not gonna have a life. And the reason why this hits me the most is because I wish I spent more time with my mom. Because I was always working a lot and always focused on, I gotta be a millionaire. I gotta hustle. I gotta get to this. I didn't even spend time with my own family because of stuff like that. And that's what America will do to the guys. You leave everything else in your life for the dollar that you're going to spend on them. You're going to build their businesses. They're making their living off your blood, sweat, and tears. Every time you work and you don't know how to utilize your money wisely, they'll gladly take it. That's why they have all these distractions. NFL, NBA, go look. I don't know if any of you guys ever been to a basketball game.
Yeah, I've been here.
Do you know how much them tickets are? You got to think to yourself.
$100, $200, $300 easy. No questions asked. No questions asked.
And I'm just like, yo, and then they're like, oh, you just sound broke. You need to make more money. You know what? That's what it is. You ain't working enough. You working 80 hours? Man, push it up to about 200 hours. You just ain't working enough. That's it. You just not working enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, you not hustling. And it's just this toxic workaholic culture that wears you out, and it starts to deplete you in other aspects of your life. It's just like I said, like you said, you're gonna get the money, you're gonna get the opportunity here, but you're gonna lose everything else in return. Like there are dudes who don't even get to see their kids often because they're working so hard. That's the thing in the States. I know you guys see that all over TikTok. Videos of inspiration videos where men are talking like, we have to work for our family. What other choice are we given? If we don't work, you don't have that lifestyle. And it's just like now they want the scammers, or they want certain dudes that just get it easy and don't have to work hard. And it's just like it's just so much to unpack, man. And it's like you gotta they just, like I said, they know that we found a cheat code. The way they see it, they're like, oh, you guys are cheating the system. You guys are cheating the process. And we don't like that.
No, but it's like understanding what wealth is, understanding that options is a part of wealth, and all this hard work, even the Pan-Africanism, the pros and the cons, and at some point, what is the pros? When do I utilize it? When do I become aware of my options as a result of what we have been through and what we have accomplished as a people? And stepping out internationally as an American, you capitalize on those options because you go somewhere else as an American, you treat it differently. And so if the little money that I make here is not going or is not doing for me here, I found out another option that it can go further for me. Just like everyone else claimed they come here and make a better life, and they go back home and they try to build themselves up to become of a certain level back in their native. Why can't we as Americans do the same thing and say, hey, I could build my money up here and become, a passport this here and become wealthy in DR? Why can't that be an option for Americans as well? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are we? And when you discover that, and when people begin to do that, now it's a problem. But everybody else been doing it. They've been doing it.
Like I had Mexican friends that worked with me in Alaska. When they were done working in Alaska, all their money went back to Mexico.
That's it.
They might have a little apartment here that 8 or 9 of them sleep in LA or New York or wherever they was at throughout the United States.
Yeah.
But all their real money was going back.
Yes.
And I'm like, yo, they're like, I got a mansion there. I'm like, because U.S. money stretches. Like I'm in Brazil right now. It's 5-1. 1 US is $5 Brazilian.
No, I'm in radio.
Do the math on that.
The radio owner brags about how he is paying $40 US to someone in Mexico that's $15,000 a month, and that they're doing all the work an American would do for $50 a month US. And
I have a maid. I have a maid here 5 days a week, cook, do everything, $250 a month.
See?
Wow.
They brag about that. That's how they make their money.
Can you get a maid in the US
No,
if you
no. And they make a lot of money, a lot of profit off this. They've been doing it. And I'm saying as soon as other people catch on, now it's a problem. But this is how they've been making majority of their profit and make their money across the board. I'm talking about millions of dollars in advertising and radio. They have people from Philippines and Mexico that's doing the work for them for pennies on the US dollars. And they make millions of dollars in advertising. And so it's like, but when we do it, it's a problem, and it's just unfortunate because like we can't get a break nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we, like you say, enjoy life before you not able to enjoy it when you get old?
You don't want to be 60 and 70 enjoying life. I'm telling you.
That's absurd, man.
You don't want to be in
you can't even afford to retire because
my mindset, I'm passing on the
torch. Wrong with that.
I'm like, hey, youngin, I'm passing on the torch to the youngins. I'm like, yo, man, hats off to you. I'm passing on the torch. Like, I'm not trying to live my life at 65. Yo, I know my parents are old. I know what it's like at 70 and 60. Like, no, you're not going to sit here and cap to my face and tell me keep waiting, bro. It's going to get better. That's all lies, dude. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying like your life just goes to shame when you get older. Obviously, you age gracefully. You enjoy your life that you had. But you don't wait till the tail end and then realize there are some things that are just not for you anymore. They're just not. It's the same thing. I cannot go to the playground and go play with the little kids. I will go to prison. Okay? That it's not for me anymore. I can't be going on the slides and and jumping on the swing set. That's for their age group. That's past my time. And I think every age group you have an era of things you can do. Now, some dudes, they hold on to things like, video games and little stuff like that. But there are some things that are just not your age anymore. It's just not something you should be doing. So this whole belief that, oh, you need to wait till you're old and then you become a millionaire because the average millionaire is 50 something. Bro, get out of here, bro. I don't even care about all that. Because at the end of the day, you know who's getting paid? At the end of the day, even when I do become a millionaire, it's not coming with me. When I die, all that money's not coming with me.
Take it with you, yeah.
It's going to benefit you snakes who are waiting for me to die, and then when I died, now you guys are benefiting off what I earned.
Yeah,
Sometimes my kids are not even getting it.
No, that's the truth, because that's the scrutiny behind it. Even with the pensions, a lot of companies not even giving to you no more. Then they increase the age from like 65 to like 70 something years old before you retire with a pension. Then they say you can't have both of them. If you're a husband and your wife, you only can have one, which is the law. They took all that away, and then they know you're not going to live past a certain age, so they're not going to even pay you the one, because they know you're not going to live long after you retire, so they ain't got to pay it at all. And this is the whole scrutiny behind it. It want to destroy black capitalism. This is how they do it. And we fall for it every time, because we just concede and we just do it. And we don't want to break out of that mold. But
imagine you making like 5 to 8 grand a month, and it's really hard to survive with it in the United States.
Yeah.
That money here in DR.
You golden in the DR. You're golden. You golden in the DR.
I don't even know to tell you where it is. So basically it's just like YouTube money. That's my your little playing around money.
Yeah.
Because my retirement money, you do so much with it here in the Dominican Republic compared to the state. You retired after 20 years in the military, you got to go to work. Why?
Yeah,
man.
That's it.
So,
that's it.
I met a white guy in Punta Cana, and he talked about there's an apartment complex that we was at. The one next to us, I was about to rent, but I met him at the beach, and I was talking to him, and he said he worked for this other guy. Now he told me how this all works, but he lives out in Punta Cana, and the other guy owns like 5 apartment complexes out there.
Wow.
Has businesses out there. Then he put me on game, and he let me know, if you ever decide to get Dominicans to work for you, or you want to do like you elicit business for them, tell them they owe you a cut for that, because they'll have Americans promote their business for them for free. And he said a lot of people don't realize that. And I'm just like, he was over here putting me on game, and I'm just like, see, if I never came out here, I would have never knew something like that. I would have had to hear it from somebody else, or I had to go through thousands of videos. I went out here and I socialized, and I got to know people, and I got to find out information that's crazy. And it's like, they don't realize, if you're a dude and you're a high earner in the States and you can be remote, you can do some amazing things out there. Live a beautiful lifestyle that you would have to scam everybody and their mama to get here. And they don't like to tell you that. That's the toxic truth. They be putting these dudes in jail every day, scamming people, taking people's money here in the States. Dudes go to prison. They just caught a dude. He was doing some health insurance scam. Like, you gotta think. So is that the hustle culture I'm supposed to follow? I'm supposed to go hustle people out of their hard-earned money to benefit my own lifestyle? That's what y'all want me to follow? Instead of me making an honest living, me working, me doing proper work, or however honest would be considered in that sense, and me using the resource and building it to something greater, where my empire is built off positivity and not blood and using other people. I actually did something positive with it. I actually build people. Unlike these corporations here, they don't care. Like, bruh, oh, you dead? Okay, well, that debt goes to your kids now. You still owe us that money.
And now your son got to pay it, or your cousin got to pay it, or your wife, or yeah, man, it's crazy. Let's read some of these comments real quick. Mr. Diggy said, I believe those pros and mongering videos need to stay private, or for Patreon and WhatsApp. I agree. I mean, it's a limit to it. You can show it, it's just a limit to how you show it. Now we got a female here, Naughty Slim. Shout out to Naughty Slim. Check out her YouTube channel. She said, I guess they believe that black American men don't travel. So when you have a passport, you're called a passport bro.
Stereotype.
Yeah, they got us in a box with this, man. Let me see. Memphis said, "I will be the man if I can join the army, which I did to fight and die abroad for freedom. But so force can tell me I'm not free to go where I want and talk to whoever I'm damn well pleased. Options, yeah, it's an option, man. It's just an option, and they making a big deal about this passport thing because a lot of like a boy was saying 305. A lot of dudes is not even gonna take that step because they too scared. It take a lot to leave the U.S. and go to another country and sit there for months at a time. Man, it takes a lot of strategizing and figuring things out, and the average dude ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's
The
too much
language
involved.
barrier. You're not comfortable, so you outside of your comfort zone. So a lot of people
Yeah,
don't want to go through that.
no,
So
man.
if
And if
anything
you
that I'm if anything that I'm really thankful for, it's like the military and put that in me. So I'm like
Yeah,
I lived it. So it's like I'm
yeah,
used to travel, is going to that to
yeah,
new places. And then I was born and raised in Haiti. It's like
yeah,
third world type of stuff. This is it's in me. I'm
yeah.
used to it. So
And you're used
I
to it.
can
It's
live
not gonna,
anywhere, man. It doesn't
yeah,
bother me.
it's not gonna
You know what I
bother
mean?
you. Yeah,
yeah, IT Pablo and them.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
Yeah,
it is really good because you actually live right next door to Haiti too, so it's pretty
we
uh,
can
good.
go there anytime we want. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I wouldn't tell you to go right
best
now.
of
It's
both
kind of hot.
worlds.
yeah, I know. So that's why I'm waiting, but I'll make the trip, man. Because this summer, there's a lot of places that I want to go. I want to
You
come
go to
chill with
Cap.
you. I want
Yeah.
to come chill with you in Negredo in Brazil. I want
Okay.
to do a South America tour, man. Because
Yeah.
last time I was in Colombia was like 2021, so I gotta get back up there.
All right. Yeah. You can slide in the Cap. Cap is all right. I talk to my boys in Cap. Cap Haitian all the time. They good. They good. But yeah, Port-au-Prince is kind of hot.
Hmm.
It's kind of hot, yo.
they
But
don't they don't they don't realize that like everything we're doing is in reverse. They're like, oh, well, other people want to come to this country. That's because they're from their country. They don't have the same opportunity that I have as an American who already got it like that. I got it like that, so I can live a good life in their country. They're going in reverse. They're trying to do that, come back to their country and live a good life. There's a
yeah,
difference. It's like, I get it. Yeah, they want to come here for the opportunity, but they still respect their culture. Even my dad, who's from the countryside of Haiti, he'll
uh-huh.
tell you, he'll there nothing. There's no place like home.
Mhm,
Even as long as he's been in America, he still loves his country,
mhm.
no matter what.
That's what's
So
up.
all
This
all this conversation about, oh, why would you guys want to leave when everybody wants to come here? No, everybody wants the money here and the opportunity to
That's
send
why
it
they
back
coming.
home or to build it back home.
Yeah, that's why they coming for the money opportunity,
it's
not
like
because
no
they die hard. I want to be in the States and I love it so much.
no lies, man. Appreciate everything America has done for me.
Yeah,
So growing up, from the slums of Haiti and stuff like that. One thing that's killing me the most, like right now, settle like in DR. I don't the money that I'm spending every month out here. I wouldn't have to do that in Haiti because we already got our houses, we got everything. So that's why sometimes the situation in Haiti is killing me.
yeah,
There's no, but every single Haitian that you see here, we love our country. It's just the situation and making it so hard, so difficult for us. But we don't have government that's actually thinking, and they don't want people that's living abroad, that actually study that know to change the system. They won't give you
yeah,
a chance. So
yeah.
all of that. So it's like one of the things like that's like really, really, really killing us. But we all love Haiti. We all want to go back. It's just a situation that's preventing us from doing that, man. Because
Right.
Haiti, that paying rent somewhere else, man, like right now, and if you're in Haiti, you don't have to do that. So
Yeah,
you talk to most Haitian that's in DR, that's one thing that they hate the most out here,
yeah,
paying rent every 30 days.
yeah. Because in Haiti, you pay for the year or you own
Yeah,
the
either
land.
a year or
You own
six
the land
months, a year or
6
six
months, or
months, or
it's
you
your
have your own
property.
house.
Or it's your own house, your own family house. So you
Yeah.
don't got to pay for you ain't got to pay no rent or no
So
mortgage or
that's what's
anything.
killing us out here, man.
Yeah. And 30 days come quick. Before
Hmm.
boom, 30 days again. And they ain't making money out there. The Haitians out
Especially
there
when
ain't
you don't
making
have
money.
a steady job,
Yeah.
like you just got to hustle on the street to make that money, and in 30 days, it just come boom right around the
Boom.
corner. So you
Boom
don't have
again.
it.
Boom.
So
And then in DR, they don't even want to give the Haitians like proper. They mistreat the Haitians in a lot of ways because that's
Yeah.
what I experienced when I went out there. I got all that information about how things are done out there. So my thing is just like I can understand their need to come here. I can respect that. I get that. They want to hustle. They want to change their lives. So I can understand that. But even then, like my family who's been here, and they'll tell you, even when I was growing up, he always let me know, don't forget that you came from a Haitian household. Don't act like these Americans. You act like them, you're going to fall into their traps. You're going to be messed up just like they messed up. And you got to think, you came to this country to get opportunity. Why wouldn't you want to be like the Americans? Am I right or wrong? Wouldn't you want to be like the people that you came to the country that is represented by them? Right? No, because they know how toxic they are. Other cultures see it.
Yeah.
So and mind you, let's say a small time guy like me saying this. Let's go on somebody on a big level. Myron or Fresh and Fit. I don't really mess with them like that, but there's one good thing that Myron said about that. And he said his parents used to say the same thing. Don't be like these American. Do not date these American girls. Do not get involved with this stuff. Like their culture, they're skewed. They're messed up. And he talked about this in that live stream. You got to think he's from the Arab culture. Yeah. So you got to ask yourself, what's going on? Why is all these other cultures saying the same thing, but nothing's wrong with you? You guys who here don't see that as a problem. You guys don't see what they're trying to say. They're trying to tell you that culture is always important no matter where you are. And in America, we don't have that. There is no culture.
Yeah, and
that's the thing they don't understand.
That's one of the things that Haitian parents will always tell you. Like, even though you were born in the state, they will tell you are Haitian. It does not matter. You just happen to be born in America, but you are Haitian, and then it stays in us. Whenever somebody asks you, "Hey, where you from?" You say, "I'm from Haiti." You don't say, "I'm from Miami," or "I'm from." You say,
"Yeah."
Even though you were born and raised in the state, you say that
I'm Haitian. Yeah.
You Haitian. So that's our culture. So.
Yeah, Rich's Methodist made a good point. He said, "My dad moved to America to give us opportunity. He always planned to go back home. He died working hard in America, never made it back. Damn, if I was given that passport to not take full advantage."
It's sad because my dad's going through that right now. He even said he wants his final resting place to be in Haiti. Jeremy, where he came from.
Same thing with my dad. He said, "You're not gonna bury me in that coal. I need to
go back home." Yeah.
You got to think. These guys have been here for like 40 plus years, and they still think like that. That's a long time, dude. That's a long time. And they don't. And then to them, it's like, oh well, you guys just want people y'all can go take advantage of. I'm just sitting here just thinking to myself.
Yeah, but some people will they will jump on you and say, "Well, if you don't like it here, why don't you go home?" This is one thing I hate the most when I hear that.
I hate when they say that.
I said, "Bit, you know, I serve. I put my life on the line for this country. I can criticize it if I want to.
Yeah, he can go wherever he wants to go.
But sitting on the freaking couch, watch, you know, oh my God, bro."
They're like they just don't like that. Basically, it's that same thing that I guess it's like a statistic or the way they put it. Intellectuals are usually the most like wiser people, smarter people tend to be the loneliest people in life. And the reason why is because other people can't relate to them. So when they see how we're using our money and our resources and our connections as American wisely, they see that as, oh, you're finessing, and they're mad because it's legal, it's just, it's not any way corrupt because it's in this law, it's in the law, it's legal, I can do it. They just don't like the fact that we could take advantage of that. They can't stand that because it's kind of like if we were both in the music industry and you drop an album that I was like, damn, I should have did that. You were like, man, if I only took more time, I could have dropped the same thing he dropped. But that's what makes them mad because they realize them error in their ways because they probably already divorced 3 times down the line already. They probably got felonies on felonies.
They probably got too many kids to handle. They probably got all these financial burdens that they can't handle. So when they see a man who did it right, who did everything right, or who managed, who was doing good enough with his life to where he could make that adjustment, he could quit his job and start a YouTube channel or start an online business. When they see that, they're like, I hate you because you did what I wanted to do or what I wish I could have thought of at the time. So they feel like, wow, it's jealousy. That's what it comes down to. It's like, if you guys were doing the same things, you wouldn't be mad. You mad because you're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Because I don't see the women who are actually traveling saying the same thing. I'm talking about actually, like, I've seen women who actually travel. This dude was talking about that. And he said, what's funny, he's like, when you connect with women like that, they actually are shocked by you. They're like, he said he couldn't believe how shocked these women were when he was on the same flight with them, going to where they were going to, and how they were just like connection right there, because they're like, they know that you know something to begin that passport and traveling. They know that you think different already when you're on that flight. They already know you think different. So in a way, it's a status thing. So what I'm saying is, like, if anything, it's respectable to some others because they know how much goal it takes to go and travel. Like you said, it takes strategizing to do something like that. So there's a lot of if we're talking about male female perspective, a lot of women who travel do the same thing we do. They're like, yo, I see you, man. I'm like, yo, they give you respects for that. But the ones here are the ones hating on you. The ones who don't travel, or the ones who just want to go to Dubai and do you know what and get paid. They look at you like, oh, you're scum of the earth. Like, how dare you do something that I want to do for myself?
Yeah, I don't think he's making blanket statements. I think you have to listen to the whole conversation in order to understand the proper perspective in which he's saying Black Americans. He's not saying all Black Americans. He's saying that perspective of Black Americans. We know it's not everybody in America that thinks like this, but when you're talking about a spectrum, talking about a particular point of view on that spectrum, and I think that for people to have to always, always have to say that, it's like, come on, we are intelligent people. We understand that the proper context of this conversation, which is a place for us to share, our thoughts. We understand that he's not talking about a Black American.
Every Black American.
Or a Black.
Now they making this a Haitian Black American. Oh,
yeah, that's not. We got to get
unbelievable.
Past that. We have to get past that because it's all, like I said, it's all that because of the Pan-Africanism in reverse. It's like this is what the holdup for what it was supposed to do by this time to come full circle. That we supposed to, all of us come from Africa. We was all over the world. At some point, we supposed to acknowledge that we all came from the same place and we want to help each other. And if we somewhere we can help each other, this is how we going to do it. But if we can't even get together to say, hey, it's a problem, let's do something about it. We have to get to that point. And this is what I'm saying with all this division, how we are going to get there. Or if you see some brothers that's doing it, applaud them that they're doing something, they're making a difference, that they're doing something that, hey, they have a passion, they have a cause, they're making a difference. You know what I'm saying? They're helping people out, other fellow Blacks out internationally. I mean, what is the bad thing about it to be so negative about, even if you have not derived your mind yet? It's all designed to inspire. It's all designed for content. It's all to invite to open up your mindset to other things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's so great about having these platforms and talking about different things that comes about in media and in our lives, because they need to be addressed. So I totally understand what he was saying, because that perspective do exist. That's why I had to say, man, when I go somewhere and they say, well, why the locals treat me like that? In my mind, I would have never thought that some other Americans came here acting a stone fool. I would have never thought that. I'm
so many videos on social media about that.
Because I'm thinking like, man, we so great to travel. We want to see us everywhere. This is what we travel for. We want to see how we're being treated in other places. Like, this is what I'm thinking. So in my mind, I'm not thinking actually other Black Americans came here and this was like oh, there, I couldn't even imagine somebody with that's so far from my mind. But you got some people that do that. I'm like, could you believe? Like, how could y'all come in and do this? You know what I'm saying? But that's how people do. You know what I'm saying? So if that's their experience, that's what happened to them. I have to accept their feelings are valid. You know what I'm saying? But we have to also know everybody don't think the same way, and that's why it's important that we don't. You know, we have the freedom to say, "Hey, we understand what he's saying. He's not saying Black Americans. He's a Black American himself. He's saying, you know, that the ones who think in this manner. You know what I'm saying? And so we
That's
need to
crazy.
grow up.
Because when you look at my birth certificate, it doesn't say Haitian. It says
Right.
Black American.
And so,
So,
and regardless,
so it's kind of like I can't judge. I can't like, and it's not just Black American. It's just other cultures do the same thing, but we get the negative every time we do something. It's either extremely positive or extremely negative. So every time we do something, it's amplified times 10. A lot of trends started because of us. A lot of trends on social media, on TikTok, they start because of us.
yes,
They want us to start these trends. So that's just there was an actor who said this. He was like, if it's not black, it's whack.
yeah,
That I agree with what he was saying. Like it's like if black people are doing it, it's gonna have attention, whether negative or positive. It's
yeah,
always gonna have loads of attention, eyes on it.
yeah,
So it's just one of those things where I'm just saying, like, just in general, as an American people, we have this mentality. We have this king queen mentality. Like we just think we're better than other cultures. We just think we're above people. And I see how these people act and how they talk. Like how these people would disrespect and say, "Oh, the women don't wear shoes. The women don't have careers. They don't have a jobs. They live in huts. They wearing leaf dresses." I'm like, "Yo, you guys are like, bruh, I could go to the countryside in Tennessee right now and show you some dusty people. You want to see dusty? I could go show you some dusty people." Don't get me started about
oh my God,
people
that's
living.
funny.
There's
Oh my
always
God,
gonna
that's
be
hilarious.
a certain amount of poverty in every country. What are y'all
Yes.
talking about? There's rich and poor people in every
Oh
like.
my
How are
God.
you guys gonna sit there and say you guys gonna generalize all these people because they're third world? So you just assume that nobody's living well out there. Everybody's living miserable. Everybody, man, yo, I could show you miserable. We could go to New York right now. New York is another one. I realized where Mount Kisco, where a late family member of mine is buried, and and a lot of my family's in the Bronx. I'm like, go to Bronx, and then tell me about poor people. Go live in the city for like just a week, and tell me that there ain't raggedy people out there. All the raggedy people live in the cities. You wouldn't even know there's beautiful parts like that in New York if you didn't go there yourself. The media don't talk about these areas in New York. I promise they don't. You know what they talk about? Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, all the cities where all these people are concentrated, living on top of each other. That's where they love to show all the media at. But there's so many beautiful areas in New York you would never know unless you went there. So don't sit there and tell me you're gonna generalize all these people when you ain't never been there. And the people talking haven't even traveled. They're to them, they traveled when they saw it on TikTok. They're
On
like, see, I saw
YouTube.
videos on social media.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's enough for me to know.
I've been
I'm
there.
like, what?
And
Yeah,
they-
crazy, man.
I'll tell anybody it's good to travel, to take the chance and just go travel and see it for yourself. Because even me being in Rio, man, I was just shocked about a lot. Because you see it on TV, the city looks a lot better on TV and on YouTube because people only concentrate on certain sections of the city. But Rio is a rough city, man. It's a rough, rugged city, man. It's a rough, rugged place, man. And you wouldn't know that if you just watch a couple videos and stuff. Because most people that videotape it to show Copacabana Beach and the nice areas, the pretty woman, the nice restaurants. They focus in one area. They don't show you the real Rio. And even some of them favelas look nice. They not just like some ghetto hood stuff. They actually look nice. So you have to see these places to believe it. But yeah, it's poverty everywhere. No matter where you at in the world, it's poverty everywhere.
And that's why it shouldn't be frowned upon when somebody, because most of us, we take the reactionary approach, like when phillydom mentioned Fortaleza and the working class and how he witnessed the locals there are in these type of subservient type of jobs and employment. And these are things that we become aware of. And it's like, as an American, he was treated differently. What can I do as an American to create influence for the locals there, the blacks that aren't doing so well? I could maybe start something that could empower them, that could, help them to come out of their situation. And the same thing as anywhere else in the world, we have to figure out, we have to take a proactionary approach. Like, what can we do to make the difference we want to see, the difference that they're saying that exists, but we don't see it, don't really exist. Maybe we ought to be the catalyst to really catapult black capitalism and just invest in ourselves, take our resources and make it go further other places to make these changes. Maybe we was once supposed to be behind doing this. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't have a clear perspective of globalization and black globalism and how we are in the world and our influence in other places, how are we going to begin to make a difference if we don't even begin to really accept the truth and reality of what's really going on? And so this is where it starts. But we can't keep lying to ourselves and believing what mainstream media says about places and people. Yeah. That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
Fear mongering. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Fear mongering. They like to put that fear into your heart, so you're too scared to even having the thought of doing what they said, going against what they said.
Problems for them. They'll create more problems for them. They'll create problems for sure.
Man, they put
and
I'll let you talk.
Oh no, you go ahead.
No, I'm saying they put America so much on the top of the list on everything. I'm in Brazil. People here in Brazil, I can't make this up. I swear. They've told me, like, a couple people here, they didn't even think the U.S. had homeless people. They like, Philly, you ain't got no homeless people in the U.S. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And Brazil, people telling me that because they made it so much. They think it's like land of gold and like you going to heaven or something.
Yo, hey, if you want me to send you some pictures, let me go to downtown Nashville real quick. Let me go show you all the homies. I'm gonna take some pictures and I'm gonna send them to you, and then you can show them. Put it on your channel. Be like, this is the so-called a rich America that everybody loves to hype up. This is the so-called country where there's no poor people, right? And the thing is, it's actually so easy to fall into poverty here because the prices are so high right now.
If you down on your mortgage, you lose your job, you get sick, you down on your mortgage.
Done.
2-3 months, you can't pay a mortgage, $2,000 mortgage. That's $6,000 in a hole. We ain't talking about car, food, any other bills that's gonna start topping on top of that. You get down in the States at least I say 3 to 4 months. Man, it's gonna be hard to come back from that.
Mm-hmm. You end up having to live in your car. There's so many videos of people living in their vans and talking about the lifestyle of living in their vans. And you want to tell me this is the country I don't have to leave? Everything's here. Oh, you just don't work hard enough. And it's just like you got people at jobs trying to fire you. You got people at jobs on heat, breathing on your neck. They want to know where you're going. They don't even want to let you take breaks at work. They want you to basically work to the bone, and you don't even. There was one guy I was working with. He only goes to his house 4 times a month. 4 times. That's 30 days. 4 times a month. He only sees his home because he's working the rest.
Yeah.
He rarely sees his house. That he pays for it.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. They truck drivers, they be on the road. They don't even see their house, man. They don't see. That's crazy, man.
What kind of lifestyle is that?
Even the nurses work 12 hours a day and they work 5-6 days a week. They don't never enjoy it. They family enjoy it. They don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
People work 12 hours shifts. Yeah, they don't enjoy it.
And some of them
and I respect the hustle. I'm like, yo, here's the thing. I would do that for about 10 years. I would do that for about 10 years, invest my money, and then I could start an online business. I could use that because what I want to say to a lot of people, I don't want to confuse it. You got to work. You got to put in the work first. If you don't already have that money, you got to put in the work first. But you don't have to work to the bone. Like, use your money wisely now, because in America, you just because here's the thing, this is how they trap you. After you start making that 6 figure, you finally get that 100K job you've been looking for.
Right.
And the company, a consulting company I was in, they were saying that most guys run into this issue. So they don't only train you about how to get the job, they train you about how to control your finances, because all the dudes that get into this program fall into the same trap. They start making more money, they start spending it, buying Lambos, buying bigger houses, buying bigger stuff, putting all your money into other people's pockets and not your own. And then by the time you're done, you're in debt now, or you probably lost the job, or you're not working at your leisure. You have to work because you got $50,000 in credit card debt that you got to pay for.
Yeah.
Because in this lifestyle, the more money you make, the more problems you have. But this is the cheat code about Passport. It's like, if I'm making 80K a year, and to live in Punta Cana, people don't know this. The cost of living in Punta Cana,
Dominican Republic.
my eyes were like, no way. I was trying to make sure I wasn't seeing things. The average cost of living in Punta Cana is $800 a month. If you make $800, you can live a decent lifestyle.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you know how you can live off $800 in the USA? Anywhere? Where?
Yeah.
Section 8? You ain't living nowhere in the USA off $800 a month.
Now, in Punta Cana,
Unless you sleep at your mom's house in the back room. Yeah.
Now, locally in Punta Cana, is that money hard to make? $800 a month in Punta Cana is easy to make.
No, for the locals, it's hard.
For the locals,
it's hard. Yeah.
The Dominicans there, that's hard for them to do it. But a lot of them do it. A lot of them own businesses and stuff. But for most of them, like 80, I would say at least 80% of the people living there, it's hard for them to grab.
It's like
the same struggle here. The same struggle. It's hard.
It's like a bank teller in the DR will make roughly around like 28,000 pesos, which is around like $500 a month. So, and with that, they're living good with it, believe it or not. So imagine you that would bring your dollar, which is way more than that. So that's why when you
we don't even have to use 80K. We could use 60K. That's 5,000 a month. After taxes, you're making about 4,500. Think about that. All that, you done paid all your bills in one check. Now you got a whole, not even in one check, in half your check. You done paid all your bills. Now what are you gonna do with the rest of that money? Let's put the paper on the table and really calculate this. Let's say you're talking about entertainment. You may go to the club every Friday when you're over there in Punta Cana. Because there's popular clubs over there. I'm talking about for entertainment purposes. Now you're talking about food. You're talking about everything else. You're averaging maybe 1,200. You take 1,200 away from your first check, and then you that means the rest of the month, all that's for you. You can do whatever you want with it. You can invest it. You can buy crypto because you live there now. So if you're paying rent there, and I know the rent is not that expensive there because I was talking and asking questions about it. I'm just using Punta Cana as an example. And you could go to Thailand and do this. Thailand's even crazier than Punta Cana. Then DR is actually pretty pricey if you go to like Santo and Santiago.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey. Sasua pricey too because they get that American dollar. All them dudes go there. Some dudes don't even change their money in the pesos. They using US dollar. I'm like, yo, bro.
If you're trying to rent like in the Distrito Nacional area in Santo Domingo downtown, the Piantini, in the Naco area,
that's expensive. Oh yeah,
these are like expensive places.
Santo Domingo, that's expensive.
But then again, this is where you do your homework. Like if you smart enough, like why I need a penthouse for? Why? I'm not trying to live the same lifestyle I was in the States. I'm gonna live in a decent place, but I don't need a penthouse. I don't need to. You don't need to show up or anything.
And then we have to also speak about the hypocrisy of America because at the turn of the 20th century, a lot of African Americans was down south, and the whole point of migrating to the north is to get that better life here in the United States. And then a lot of people are working all their lives in the north to move back down south for where their money could go further and they can live, a life of like they desired, of that where their money could stretch further down south because it's supposed to be cheaper. Because they know locally it's almost impossible for them to do get that money locally. So the same concept even exists here in the US and everywhere else. It's the same concept. How can I get ahead with all of the challenges that are barriers around me every day. And you cannot be critical of those who have met that challenge head on and has prevailed. That's all we're trying to do. We all just trying to, prevail and have a better life, with the resources that we have.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And then you can tell to like to help out with the community. For example, my Haitian maid, the minimum salary for like it's about like 10,000 peso, which is like just slightly under $200. This is the average. So I give her 250, and I pay her 3 months upfront because I know, like you say, you have the money, the check is coming. So no, so I just give her 3 months. So all I'm asking her, hey, don't quit on me, don't. So what I give you, and then I give her the option, hey, whenever you want your money, let's say stuff is a little bit rough, because everybody go through stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you want your money up front? Like I give it to you right now. You don't have to wait the whole 30 days. Like because if you had an emergency, you got something you got to take care of. You say, hey, can I get it? Fine, I'll do that. So all I'm asking, just don't give up on me right away. But I pay her like every 3 months, like just one shot.
How long she been with you?
She been with me for about like going on 4 months now.
See?
Pretty good, like good Haitian food, she clean up and all that. Because my man, like he's Dominican, so like he encouraged me to get a Haitian maid because when I went to Sosua one time, so he tasted Haitian food for the first time. So that was, and he said, man, we need to get a Haitian maid that can cook and all that stuff. So it was more like we treated her like more like family. It's not like because once I earn your trust, because you're in my house in and out, so it's not about a job. It's like you
family.
Are,
Yeah,
especially I know you not getting a salary that's like to the top, and it's just something to get by. So I make sure I treat you the way. Because some people like the food that the maid cook, they don't eat from it. Why would I want to do petty stuff like that? So you cook the food, eat from it, take some home for you. Who cares? You know what I mean? So like that. So we treat her like really, really, really good, man. Because that's our people, man.
Wow, it's cool. Cool vibes. We're gonna probably end the conversation soon, man. Y'all got any final words, man, everybody? About this passport bro situation?
Oh, yeah, man. That was like we stuff like that. It's a must, man. Like hopefully next time we can do one with actually what opportunity we have here in DR and in Philadelphia. What opportunity you have in Brazil. So we put them on game. So it's not. I'm not saying that's the whole purpose of that, but this is who we actually represent when we as content creators.
Yeah,
so we shed light on everything that people don't know. So it just happened to be like you said, SEXL. Like most people, that's what they focused on. They have tunnel vision on that, but this is not who we are. Whoever's doing passport bro, whatever, it's not a bad thing, to each his own. Like whatever makes you happy, because this is that type of person I am. Is that's what you do that make you happy? I'd be happy. I might not. This is not my lane. It's not my to judge you. You do whatever you want. So, but me, I know the reason why I'm here. I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know, what type of content that I want to do. So, but then again, you give them what they're asking for. They don't click on it, but you put one, a big butt in it. You got multiple, you got thousands, like within weeks and stuff. So that's it.
Yeah. Well, make sure you guys follow me, subscribe, King Simon Entertainment, and just hopefully we continue more conversations about these passport bros. My final thought is pretty much, you just have to take it as entertainment. Don't take everything, so serious. You're not willing to do the work behind it to really dissect who's saying it, who they represent, and not lumping everybody together, because some people is just really on vacation, want to show you they had a good time. And that's what people do. So if you want to trash that person for doing that, hey, trash that person. But don't put a whole black bloggers on blast for somebody who's on vacation. Talk about some, I'm gonna start my channel. They don't even have a channel. It's like they're not even bloggers. It's like they're on vacation, show you that it was lit and they had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Let it stay there. You know what I'm saying? So just don't run with everything. Do your own homework, and everybody entitled to their own opinions, and just and try to survive the best way you can. Enjoy yourself, and just try to come up the best way we can. We all survive, so but don't take everything so literal and run with it without doing your homework. And this was a great conversation. I'm thank you so much, phillydom, for having me, and
No problem.
be back soon. Thank you guys. The rest of you guys, nice meeting both of you guys as well. Hopefully, we can talk again on my channel, or I interview you on yours. It's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Hey, real quick, Philly Doms. Like for my expats in DR, they just passed the law because I mentioned it on the last live I did on my channel. So for the gun lovers, you like gun. We're not talking about like assault rifle, but pistol. Now the government allow you to ship them to the DR. So legally registered, they're gonna go to a company. Once all the license is being done, then you'll be able to take it out. So I will talk more on that. But just in case,
Oh yeah, that's something. No, that's
I need to know about that. Yeah, because
keep that in mind. So,
I mean, mine was a risky move, but I need to get on. Whenever y'all make that stream, I'm on it, man. I need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
We need to talk about stuff like that. All right, guys. Salute to you guys. Hey, 355 man, hit me up. Like you say, you're gonna be here in March, man. I'll be here, so you put the kind of. So that's where I'm. So hit me up,
man. Take you around, man. Show you a good time. We'll show you around.
Now, hit me up, bro.
Yeah.
Right. All right, phillydom, man.
For
Subscribe to phillydom. We're looking for him to bring that plaque home, like the first.
Almost there, man. I'm grinding
within the circle, man. So I want because I'm tired of seeing only
Yeah, Ace got it. Ace Live got it. Check got it.
Check got it. So we need to bring another
bring a home for the rest of us. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Salute, guys.
All right, have a good day.
Oh yeah, man.
Happy Super Bowl. Happy Super Bowl.
What's up, everybody? We can talk.
All right.
Peace out, family.